Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in BILVAVI MISHKAN EVNEH, and we're talking about this concept of the emunah pshuta, the simple emunah that a person can learn from Maisa Breshis, the creation of the world. The Nase Lose Tzor Maisis Ketzad Limud Es Maisa Breshis. Let us give an example over here of how a person could learn up the creation of the world, Bitsur Nechaina, in the proper way. Through this, you will implant and awaken inside the soul of a person the simple and pure emunah that one needs to have. So if we'll understand how to learn from the Chumash, Maisa Breshis, the beginning of time and creation, and how Kodesh Baruch Hu put everything into place, will increase and solidify and enroot our emunah in Hashem. Let us proceed with a short hagdama, a short introduction that is extremely foundational. Reishis nachzav v'nadgish. First, let us go back and emphasize. We're not looking for chidushim, for novel concepts and ideas. Only to be able to understand the verses in the Torah as simple as possible. Ksiv, it says in the Torah, V'hayo ki yishalcha bincha, and when it is that your son will ask you, and over there is referring to the mitzvah of telling over your child the Haggadah, when he's going to ask you, Ma avodah hazayis, what is all this work, what's going on over here? So you have a mitzvah to answer him back and explain to him what it means that we were once slaves to Paro and Mitzrayim, so on and so forth. What does it have to do with Maisa Breshis? Mikan lamdu chazal chiyuv mitzvahs v'haggadah l'bincha b'leil Pesach. From this verse, Chazal learn out the obligation that one has to tell over their children on the night of the Seder how we left Mitzrayim. B'kol adam yesh av uben pinimi. And now he says, every single person has a father and a son pinimi, which means we have an inner father and a son. We have a spiritual father and a son that each and every one of us carries with us everywhere that we go. Haseichel hu ha'av. The seichel, the mind, so to speak, of a person, that is the father. V'halev hu haben, and the lev, the heart, that is the son. So now what does this mean? Harilanu. Sha'aseichel hu ha'av, the seichel is the father. V'alav lelamed es haben, and he is obligated to teach his son es halev, the heart. That means the seichel that a person has, the intellect, his wisdom, his understanding of things, it's cerebral and might be intellectual. He has an obligation to make sure that he teaches it over to his lave, to his heart, which is like his son. Tzoras halimud, the way that it should look is, either a person is going to use the power of machshava, of thought, to be able to envision what must have been going on in the creation of the world. When a person thinks deeply into things, until they end up being fixed in the heart. So you think about these things constantly, and eventually it goes into the heart. Or through your power of speech. A person will speak words of emunah, of faith, with his mouth, until they get fixed in the heart, like I'm going to explain at great length with Hashem's help. So this first part of this paragraph, the BILVAVI, is telling us that every person needs a father and son example to learn from. The father has the wisdom, he gives it over to the son. Every person has inside of them this same dichotomy, and that is my seichel, my mind, and my intellect is the father, and my lave, my heart, is the son. And the job and the goal of each and every one of us is to take whatever we have in our seichel, that is the Torah, and that is pure and that is true, and then give it over into our lave so that it's living inside of our hearts as well. Have a wonderful day.